Hey y'all, welcome to this episode of Food, Family, and Friends. Today, Levi and I are in the kitchen with Miss Jasmin Queen. Jasmin is a school teacher turned television personality turned Ingalls Table All-Star. After that, on Levi's Dog Tales, we're going to North Georgia where we're going to meet a couple that fosters some amazing animals. Y'all stay tuned.
The underdog. The long shot. The nobody from nowhere, never gonna happen in your dreams, kid. 100 to 1 shot. We know something about that. We're with you every step of the way.
Hey, get out of there. Hey y'all, welcome back to the show. Levi and I are so excited today to be in the kitchen with Miss Jasmin Queen. Jasmin is a super good friend of mine. We met through the Ingalls Table and we're gonna have fun in the kitchen today making some amazing lamb chops. And Jasmin has never had lamb chops and I guarantee you she's never had any like these. So let's go to the kitchen with me, Jasmin, and Levi. This is gonna be the best lamb you've ever had.
I'm actually quite excited because I know that when you cook meat, it always turns out delicious.
Oh,
so
well,
I'm like,
thank you.
okay, I'm ready.
If you've watched an episode of our show before, you know it's not just about the cooking. Folks can find this recipe online. It's about you. So I'm gonna get started on my marinade and you can get started on your vegetables, but I wanna know about you. Now, I met you, Jasmin, through the Ingalls Table. And Ingalls Table, for those folks that don't know, is the Ingalls Table magazine, which is available in all the deli sections quarterly. We got some beautiful recipes.
Oh, don't we though? Oh my gosh!
And so you're a contributor to that, and so am I. And that's how we met. But how'd you land that gig?
I was on a weight loss reality show.
Oh, what was that? What was that show?
Okay, so it's called My Diet is Better Than Yours.
Okay.
So it was a national weight loss show.
Okay.
And basically there were 5 contestants and each contestant was paired with an expert that wrote a diet. So it's a little bit different, right? So the expert wrote the diet and then they taught you.
So you were a contestant.
I was
you
a
didn't
contestant.
Write the diet.
I wish. No, I did not.
Yeah,
I was
okay.
a contestant. So, so they wrote the diet and then they taught you how to follow the diet. So it was 14 weeks of really just learning their diet and how to follow it and how to eat healthier, right? And then we had like challenges, physical challenges in between, that sort of stuff. Yeah, it was crazy. So anyway, so I won the show. Because I won, the lady that wrote my diet is a registered dietitian. She was actually the nutritionist for the Chicago Cubs.
Oh, wow, okay.
So she wrote the diet, and anyway, she's a registered dietitian. Well, Ingalls has a registered dietitian.
Right, that's right.
They're friends.
Oh,
They know each other. So the Ingalls dietitian, Leah, called me and said, hey, can you do this radio show for Ingalls?
Right.
Because I know you're a dietitian, I want to hear about it.
Right.
So that's how that happened. And then the rest is history.
The rest is history.
The rest is history.
And so you were invited to participate in the Ingalls Table. And then, of course, that led to me and you being here tonight.
It did. I know. Isn't that great?
That makes me so happy.
I know.
So, look, I've got my marinade. I know you're still chopping your vegetables. I've got my marinade ready. I've just got a simple Ziploc 1-gallon freezer bag. We've got these lamb chops. We're going to put these right into here, just like so. Super easy.
Yeah,
It's like putting meat in a bag.
Easy, easy.
And then we're gonna pour this marinade right over top, just like so. I mean, that garlic goodness.
Oh, does that not already smell delicious? Like even when you haven't even like cooked anything,
it's gonna
it smells
be
good.
so good.
That's
Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah, that's very pretty.
Well, we're gonna get to try this in just a little bit.
That's right.
Tell me about what you're doing here.
Okay, so I have cut up my cucumbers and my squash. Now I've cut up some green onion. So we're just kind of making the salad part of it, and then we'll make some dressing. Let's get these peas.
What about this? Because listen, I'm all about the protein. So tell me what we got.
Like I would have forgot about the bacon.
Go in the salad?
Yes, we're gonna put that on top.
How could you forget about the bacon?
I know. I'm over here with my squash.
So Jasmin, that show led to where you and I are, but what other opportunities did that create for you? I mean,
it's been absolutely insane because before I went on the show, like I'm a school teacher. What?
Wait a minute. Tell me this. So when you...
Not right when I went on the show, but I went to college for education. I moved from Tennessee down to Atlanta to teach school. So this is not what I set out to do by any means.
So education was your plan.
That was my plan. I was just going to teach school, those cute little kids forever.
Did you teach? How long did you
I
teach?
did. I taught 7 years. Fourth grade.
7 years
at
fourth grade.
And they were precious.
What I'm going to do here is we're going to make a tzatziki sauce.
I like that you can say that.
Tzatziki.
Yeah, tzatziki.
I am
really
not Greek. My grandmother was a Vertucci from Italy.
Really?
So my great-grandparents came over Ellis Island. They were Italian, yep. What other opportunities? Because winning a show like that has got to create opportunities. So you were talking about, you were a school teacher. Yeah. Were you a school teacher at the time of the show?
Not at the time.
Okay.
I quit school teaching when I had my daughter. And
okay.
And I went back to school and then got my master's degree while she was a little baby. In education.
Oh, wow, okay.
And then I bought a science field trip business. So,
I don't even understand.
So we go into elementary schools and teach kids about simple machines or Georgia habitats. So since the show, gosh, I've been busy, because it really does open up a lot of doors.
I want you to know, because of our Ingles Table relationship, my wife has gotten to know my friends that I work with. And she called me the other day. She was like, Joe, I see Jasmin on Dr. Oz. Because my wife watches Dr. Oz. So we're going to mix this up. And this is going to be delicious. I mean, I know if you've gone to any Mediterranean or Greek restaurant, tzatziki sauce comes with everything.
I know, but you know what, though? You can use that for so many things. Like, use it as a dressing, use it as a dip, I eat that all the time. So
we're going to take this, and you can put it into the fridge and let it set up just a little bit, or eat it right now.
Yeah.
If we had some pita chips or whatever.
I was going to say, we could have a nice snack
we're going to do some flatbread with this right in just a little bit with these lamb chops. So I'm going to pull this bacon off. I think it's pretty much, ready. I'm going to pull it over here and chop it for you, right?
Thank you. Yeah, I'm making my dressing. So I'm doing the pesto, lemon juice, Parmesan cheese, some Dijon mustard.
Okay.
Let's use about 2
So that's the dressing for your...
Tell you the really cool thing that I just did is I won a trip to Chicago on Let's Make a Deal.
What?
Yeah.
Like the show Let's Make a Deal? Did you dress up?
Yeah, I dressed up as a dragon.
Was your husband on there?
No, just me. So we went to Chicago, and they put us up in the Ritz-Carlton, so we were all fancy for a week. Yeah, it was something else, though. It was really...
I've never been to Chicago. I've been to Illinois plenty of times. I've never been to Chicago.
You need to go.
Really?
Yeah, you need to go, because I was like,
I hear it's a great food city.
We ate our way through the city.
My wife and I, we want to go eat great food.
No, we literally ate our way through the city. We did. Oh my gosh. I'm telling you, we planned out all our days based on what we're going to eat.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
And our last night, we're like, okay, we have to make this a good one. So we went to the Weber Grill.
Weber, like
Weber Grill.
I knew that's their headquarters. They're there. Yeah.
My.
Was it killer? Was everything charcoal grilled, or was it
No, it was charcoaled.
Yeah, so you could taste that coal.
You could taste it, and where you sit, you watch them cook, which was just incredible. We were right there at the kitchen,
amazing.
and it was taking a little bit longer because I'm weird about my steak, and I like my steak really well done. Right? I know. Don't hate me.
We're in trouble tonight, then.
No, I'm trying new stuff.
I can't cook anything.
I'm trying new stuff, but I like my steak well done. So the chef would yell out, and he'd say, "It's almost done. Here's you a potato in the meantime." And they'd bring me stuff because my steak wasn't done. It was so good.
All right, so Jasmin, we've pulled these out of the fridge. Like I said, 1 to 4 hours. I guess you could let them go overnight, but this lamb is relatively lean, and a lot of people don't cook lamb.
Yeah, teach me your ways.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this. I've got my Weber Performer Grill and the Kingsford Charcoal. I've got that up to about 500 degrees. It's really hot over there,
you're ready.
So I'm gonna take these, I'm gonna put them on the grill grates, and I'm gonna let them set for about maybe even just 1 minute, because these are only probably 3/4 of an inch thick. I'm gonna let those set for about 1 minute. I'm gonna twist them so I get those beautiful grill marks.
That's
Listen, we eat with our eyes first, right?
Yeah.
So we're gonna twist them after 1 minute, and then we're gonna flip them after another minute, and then we're gonna twist them after another minute, and then I'm gonna take an instant read thermometer, and I'm gonna check the internal temperature. And for me, the medium rare, the 135-ish is gonna be what I want. All right, Jasmin, so check this out. Look
Okay,
at these
I have
lamb
to
chops.
admit that they're beautiful.
Or is that not
It
beautiful?
really is.
I did a couple of these thinner ones just for you, a little more. I pulled these off at about, these are around 145, which should be medium well to medium. These are around 125 to 130, which should be medium rare to rare side. So we're gonna plate these, but tell me about your salad, because what we're gonna do is we're gonna plate these with your salad and a dollop of this tzatziki sauce, and then we're gonna sit down and eat. So
I'm excited.
tell me what you
well,
got.
Do you want me to put the bacon on now?
Do I want you? No. Yeah, I think we need to save that from when we put it on.
That's
No,
kinda
you know what?
I don't know, I
Let's
was
toss
kinda
it in
thinking, you
there. I
want
think
to?
it'd be amazing. Save a little for our plate.
Okay.
Because you know what? We eat with our eyes first, right?
That's true. And I know if you see bacon in this salad, you're going to want to eat
I'm
it.
aching for some bacon right now. Like I'm a Levi. You want some bacon? Oh yeah.
Never misses.
Never misses. So Jasmine, your salad is ready. The flatbreads are almost done. This is done. Tzatziki sauce is done. We're going to take a little break, plate this up, and I'll meet you at the dinner table.
Sounds good.
How's it sound?
I'm excited.
We'll be right back. Jasmine, I'm so happy to have you here tonight. This has been a blast, right?
I've had so much fun.
Look.
Oh, look at him.
Are you
He's
kidding?
ready to eat.
He is so ready. But before we do that, all of my guests, I want to ask you 5 questions and be really quick, okay?
Oh, okay.
All right, you ready?
No.
All right, this is 5 questions to get to know you.
Okay.
All right, if you could eat only one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Chicken.
Well, that's
Can I
not
just
a
eat
meal.
chicken?
That's the meat, though. Like chicken, like what?
Okay.
Chicken parmesan.
I would make, can I make a chicken bowl?
Sure,
Are you
what's
allowed
in
to
it?
put, well, I would have, oh my goodness. Some sort of like Mexican bowl. So like
Okay.
rice, guacamole.
Mexican chicken
Yeah, I would have
bowl.
a Mexican chicken bowl.
All right,
Yeah.
good. Spicy?
Yeah.
All right, good. All right, what's your favorite zoo animal? Come on now, you go to the zoo with Callie and your husband. What's your favorite? What are you looking forward to seeing the most?
Well, I really like, oh, that's hard. Okay. Oh my gosh, because I love all animals.
Well, sure you do, but I mean, like if you go to like the big zoo,
Yeah.
like, Central Park Zoo,
I love meerkats.
a meerkat.
I think they're
like Timon and Pumbaa,
I think they're
like the
so
meerkat.
cute. A meerkat.
I've never seen a meerkat in a zoo, so I don't know
Really?
where you got.
Yeah,
I guess.
we have meerkats at our zoo.
I've seen lemurs and stuff.
I love
Okay,
lemurs too. Okay.
What is your favorite holiday?
Thanksgiving.
Why?
You don't have to worry about presents, but you eat good food.
In a movie about your life, who would you want to play you?
Ooh, she's not an actress though, but I love Ashley Graham.
I don't know.
Like she's like
Not
a
an
famous.
actress?
She's a famous model. She does stuff
Okay,
like that.
Ashley
I
Graham.
would like for her because I just
Famous?
think she's amazing.
She can't act.
She probably
so-
can't act, but that's okay because she's just
Okay,
really pretty.
Okay. And the last one, and I should probably ask your husband this.
Oh, law.
If you had a warning label, what would it be?
Talks too much.
Talks too much. Well, listen, Jasmine, I have had a wonderful time with you this evening. This lamb and your salad looks amazing. Here's to great food, family, and friends.
Yes.
Cheers. Oh,
That's good.
All right, here we go. Your first bite of lamb. Come
Okay.
on.
Okay,
Let's see.
here it goes. You ready?
Here it goes. Yeah. Okay,
Okay,
good.
that actually
Good
has a
way.
really good flavor to it.
It's very good. Here you go,
Yeah.
buddy. Come on.
Okay, that's
Cheers
good.
to you.
At Ingalls, we know your closest companions are the ones who are always there for you. The ones you trust to have your back, no matter what. Who make the hard times a little softer. And the good ones, somehow, a little better. That's what family is all about. Whether they walk on 2 legs or 4. Ingalls, all the ingredients for family.
Hey y'all, and welcome back. Today Levi and I are taking you on the road to North Georgia. We got to visit an amazing animal rescue in Hart County, and then we got to meet with an amazing couple, Matt and Tanya Wilson, and all of their fur babies. We're going to learn about fostering, forever homes, and more. Let's go to North Georgia. On the way, I stopped at a local Ingles market and picked up some Italian sausages. I fired up the grill and made some delicious sandwiches before we headed to the back porch for some great conversation. Matt and Tanya, thank you for having me at your house today, and I have enjoyed thoroughly meeting all of your fur babies. What a great group of kids you got here. I'm telling you, they are amazing animals. So we're here today to learn about that, but before we get to know them, I want to get to know you a little bit. So I've already heard from you. You've been married for how long?
26 years.
26 years. That's pretty great these days.
Yeah.
Now, the question I want to ask you is, you're obviously animal lovers and dog lovers. Who brought the dogs to the relationship?
That would be me.
Yeah.
Definitely, yes. I've always had dogs, always.
Yeah. So and you had dogs too.
Yep, absolutely. Always had dogs growing up.
What led to fostering? Tell me what fostering in the animal world means as far as dogs go and how you got into it.
Well, there was a need, and then I knew some people who were already working in rescue. My aunt works in rescue. So she would just call me up, like Katie, our very first foster fail. She was like, I have a little dog. Can you foster her for me?
Okay.
She's too little to go, anywhere. And we said yes. And when I brought her through the door, Matt was like, oh, well, that's our dog now.
Yeah.
I instantly
She was about
fell
the
in
size
love
of my
with her.
hand, so.
Yeah.
Oh, she was a tiny
Tiny,
puppy.
tiny.
And so you used the term foster fail. What does that mean?
Yes, a
That
foster
means-
fail, we're the very definition of that. It means when you take a dog into your home to foster, you're fostering them so they can go on to their forever home.
Right.
Well, sometimes you just love them so much you can't.
Yeah. You keep
They're
them.
at
You
their
keep
forever.
them.
They
Yeah,
are at their
yes,
forever home.
Yes, absolutely.
So she was your first foster fail.
Yeah.
What is the process from the rescue to your home and then from your home to a new home for a dog?
Well, first, someone from the rescue will call me, usually Judy, my aunt,
Yeah.
and tell me that she has some dogs
Yeah.
that need foster, and she'll describe them or send me
Uh-huh.
pictures. And usually we try to find the ones that we think is going to work out best for us too.
Right. Okay.
And she'll bring them to me, or I'll pick them up,
Yeah.
or whatever. And I usually bring them in and immediately kind of isolate them, get them calm, get them used to being here
Right,
and
sure.
the pandemonium with all of our
Yeah.
dogs.
The rescue does a lot of work. There's a lot of prep that they do. I think it's worth noting too, like when they take dogs in, they have them vetted. So they spend money on making sure these dogs are healthy and get them what they need if they're lacking anything. So
Right.
there's a lot being spent by the rescue to get them ready, and then they
Right.
come to us. So really, they do the hard part.
So I see what you're saying. So some of the, if there's any kind of assessment involved, before they get here, they've typically been assessed by
That's right.
by the rescue, and then they can tell you fully, hey, this dog needs some love and attention, which I think they all do.
And they've all been pretty much vetted
Yeah,
to some
right.
extent before they come here.
How do these dogs that you're fostering, if they're here for some type of rehabilitation, do you notify the rescue that they're ready, or is it your responsibility as a foster parent to find the home?
Normally, yes, I'll notify, or I'll be asked, do you think this dog is ready to go onto her forever home? And either I'll say yes or no.
Yeah.
And then the dogs are posted on social media and on the website.
Do you do that, or does the...
No, someone else
Okay,
does that.
okay.
I post some on my social media. just
Sure,
as
sure.
We have a foster page.
Yes, right.
But then when someone's looking for a dog, they can go to Pet Finder, or
Okay,
because we're linked to Pet Finder.
Okay.
And you just look through and see what dogs are available. You can read their little
Yeah.
story. They fill out an application, and the applications that look good are passed on to me
Yeah.
for whichever dogs
Yeah.
I'm fostering or
Okay.
we're fostering.
Yeah.
And then it goes from there. I'll start contacting
Yeah.
people and talking to them. And
Give me your first thing that looks good on an application for someone that thinks they want to have a new, be the forever home.
previous dog owners, if they've already had dogs, they know what to expect most of the time. If they still have a dog or a cat or any pet, at least you know that they know how to care for an animal, or on the application it looks like they do.
Yeah.
Usually there's requirements in the write-up for each dog. Say, fenced-in yard required. All of our dogs are supposed to live inside. There's no outside.
Right.
And that's a question on the application.
As
Do they
live
in
inside is overnight. They come inside. They may have a yard to
Right,
play,
yes.
that type of thing.
Yes,
But
yes.
yeah, they're in and out dogs.
Yes.
They're
They're
not
not going to be outside in inclement
24
weather and
hours,
snow and rain and sleet and all that.
Right,
yeah.
And some of these little dogs don't even want to go outside
Heck
anyway.
no, they don't. They just want to be in your lap.
Yeah. I love Cooper. I love all of them. I'm never going to remember all their names. So, and then the application process, it looks good, and a family or an individual, doesn't have to always be a family, but an individual comes and meets with you, and everything looks good. What's the next step? I mean, do they just go home with Cooper that day, or is there
I like for someone to meet them before it's 100%.
Yeah, they would.
Yeah,
come.
we like a face-to-face just to get to meet them, and we stay in contact with the majority of people that we fostered out to. We follow them on their Instagram pages and keep up with them and how they're doing. We've got one that's living in New York, and he's living his best life.
Really?
He rides in a backpack. He goes to the dog park. He goes. Yeah, I mean, it's great. It's great.
Wow.
There's a lot of talk about heroes these days.
Hey, buddy, you want to go fishing?
The folks in the funny outfits with superpowers and spandex.
All right, buddy, let me help you.
But at Ingalls, we know that a lot of our heroes
Now you look like a pro.
are a little closer to home. They're the ones who give us what we need for those everyday adventures. That's why we look up to the ones who look out for us.
Don't forget your fish food. Catch a big one.
Ingalls,
See you later, Dad.
all
Bye.
the ingredients for family.
There's no greater picture of unconditional love than what you see right here.
Absolutely.
With you and your dog. I mean, they love you completely, and all you have to do is just give them a little bit of attention and love. And it's not that hard to do, is it?
No, it's not hard at all to love them.
No,
Not at all.
This little thing right here was broke down, and on literally his last leg when he came to us, he was so anemic his gums were white.
Really?
I mean, and he was a third this size.
Wow.
And he had kennel foot so bad he couldn't walk right. I mean,
And that's a neglect situation for him.
And now he's a ball of fire.
You found, so let's talk about that. When he came in, what was his name again?
Doobie.
Doobie.
This is
When
Doobie.
Doobie came in here, he was really in a dire situation.
He was.
You guys truly rescued him from. How long did it take, though, with some love and attention, vet care aside, how long did it take for his attitude to change toward
Good 2 or 3 months.
His attitude probably changed pretty quickly.
His
As
attitude
soon as he
changed.
figured out he was
And then
being cared
physically
for,
was about 3 months.
it was longer than that. I think.
Yeah, I think
Because-
physically longer, but his spirit came back strong. He's a little fighter. He wanted to live.
I hear it's pretty amazing. You
It
see
is.
some pretty horrible situations, but the spirit is
Yeah.
not
it's-
easily. It comes back quickly. with Just a little bit of love and affection.
That's
It's
right.
amazing how quickly they bounce back and
recover.
accept kindness again.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this: why should someone consider rescuing from a shelter or from a rescue, adopting a dog there first? In your opinion,
In my opinion,
everybody has opinions.
Yeah. Well, first of all, the shelters and rescues are so full
Right.
of unwanted dogs. I think it's more important to get a dog that someone didn't want before, that's gone through a bad situation.
Right. We're saving lives, right?
Saving lives, making
That's
the world
right.
a better place. Thank
That's
you.
right.
We're saving lives.
Yeah,
right?
I think it makes the world a better place.
Yeah. Tell me what the future holds for you and the dogs.
Oh yeah, we're in the process of opening up our own kennel, a boarding kennel.
Okay.
We'd like to board for, say, you going out of town.
Sure.
You need somewhere for Levi to stay because
Yes.
you can't take him. Board for
Happens
you,
all the time.
us too, or for rescues.
Yeah. So it'll help you. So you're putting a building in. You're putting your kennel up. You have a name for that yet?
Yeah, it's Wilson's Dog Utopia.
Yes.
Wilson's Dog Utopia. Is that a 2022 project for you guys?
Yeah, that's coming up
It's
this year.
underway,
It's
yeah.
underway. We've got the building, the land's cleared off, and bank willing, we're getting ready
yeah,
to go.
bank willing, I understand. Well, let me tell you, that will help you. Hopefully, I know you guys have an amazing attitude. You have an amazing heart for these animals,
you.
and having a business that can help support your fostering more places. I can't think of a better family and a better couple that I've ever met, and especially your commitment to these dogs. It really takes a lot. You know, people. I mean, I'm a pet owner of 2 dogs and 1 cat, and sometimes that's way over my head. I can't imagine the commitment that you have to make to.
It is a full-time job.
It really is. I'm amazed by her. I'm gone 8 hours out of the day at my work, and she's here probably working harder than I am. I mean, for sure, it's a full-time job. You do a great job, though.
Thanks.
Matt and Tanya, I've enjoyed meeting your family today, and my friends at Ingalls and we brought you I've got a gift card to Ingalls. There you can go, because I know you need it for dog food, and I probably should have brought 4 or 5 or 10 of these bags of treats, and I don't know, but we brought some Laura Lynn dog treats for you.
Thank you.
I
appreciate it. Yes,
two each in there, but
yeah.
appreciate you so much sharing your story.
He likes it already.
Oh yeah.
Oh, buddy, look at there.
Look at there.
Oh, good stuff.
Everyone's
Awesome.
excited.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
You're welcome. We love being
We
here.
have enjoyed meeting you as well, Joe.
thank you.
It has been a pleasure for sure.
Well, it's been
and
fun.
we have a little bit of something for you
Oh.
as well from us. Some
wow.
grilling slate and a nice little picture.
You know what? This grilling slate, when we talked on the phone, I had not. This is very nice. Thank you so much.
You're very
And
welcome.
I'm going to use this in an upcoming episode of the show. We're going to cook right on here, so I'm going to refer back to you guys on that.
Awesome,
But this
yeah.
is really awesome. Thank you so much for that slate.
Thank you
And
as well.
check this out with the German Shepherd. I love my dog, and my dog loves me. Oh, that's a good boy. Hey, we want to thank y'all for being here with us today. What an exciting episode. We had a blast with Miss Jasmin, and I hope she orders lamb everywhere she goes. But I promise it won't be as good as what she had today. I want to thank the Hart County Animal Rescue and Matt and Tanya Wilson for having us down, and I wish them only the best of luck in their future ventures. And I want to thank you for watching. If you know someone and a pup that would like to be featured on Levi's Dog Tales, drop us an email at levi@smokinjoelasher.com. Hey, we had a good time. Until next time, we'll see you on the road.